All right, you've heard me talk about it. I love bone broth. It is full of nutrients, minerals, collagen, right? A wide range of benefits have been associated with the mighty liquid. So improved gut health, strong bones, muscles. Can't you tell my muscles?
Yeah.
Healthy skin.
I knew you were doing bone broth.
And stress reduction.
Well, 10 years ago, a James Beard award-winning chef and cookbook author, Marco Canora, decided to serve it up from his own East Village location, Brodo. And guess what? It took off. And he joins us this morning to talk about his decade-long food venture. So good morning to you.
Good morning.
I cannot stop drinking this.
Thank you.
First of all, what inspired you to create Brodo?
You know, the founding story of this is really after 20 years of cooking in New York City and kind of grinding away, opening a restaurant in downtown called Hearth. You know, it wore me down and I was in really bad shape. You know, that moment you hit your 40s and everything just kind of like, you know, sits in. And I subbed out my coffee habit for a broth, and it was the beginning of a cascade of great things, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Like I started to shed weight, and then energy levels started to get boosted, and then I was able to start exercising, and it was just a cascade of events that really, it made me think like the power of this ancient nutritional powerhouse, right?
Yeah, explain that to me, because people think like it's like when you hear, oh my gosh, everyone's like, oh, you're into that kind of thing, but they don't believe it necessarily until you kind of start doing it every day.
Look, I'm a big believer in looking to our history to drive my food choices. And you know, this is ancient wisdom, right? Like people have been cooking bones around the world for centuries. And, you know, I just think that that's like proof positive that there's something there. And to boot, it's quite delicious, right? It's filled with bioavailable protein. We're all kind of obsessed with protein.
Yes.
One cup is 10 ounces of protein. That's amazing. If you double it up in the morning, and it goes down quite easily, right? It's like really delicious. I brought some of the other flavors too.
Real quick, can you explain to someone at home that's like, what the heck
how to make it?
Yeah, how do you make it?
I mean, it's quite simple. I mean, it's simple but not easy, right? You fill a pot with really high quality bones and some good aromatic vegetables. Carrot, celery, onion are typical. But you really, you know, it's a great canvas. So you could add gingers and garlics and turmerics and all kinds of healthy things, which is what we did to create beverages, really. Like that's the concept of Brodo. It's like use broth as a base and then flavor it with all these different things that you like, and you could really look throughout the globe, right? So we have a tom yum that has coconut and lemongrass and lime, and I have a taste for you here.
That's what I'm
also turmeric and ginger and are deeply rooted.
We tried that
So, you know, it's really at the core of a chef's kitchen too, because I'm a chef first, so it's like these things have to taste delicious if you want people to really use them on the daily. And it's just like a nice little benefit, a side benefit, that it happens to be really good for you, you know, for your gut health, for your joint health, as you were saying earlier. And people are responding to it. And like, as New Yorkers, we're all stressed out, we're all running around. And it's like, do we really need our second and third and fourth and fifth cup of coffee, right? Isn't it nice to like...
Dan's like, yes.
Well, yeah, like number 4, it's only 9 a.m.
Right. But it's just nice to go into something that's nutrient dense, that really actually calms you down. There's, you know, glycine is an amino acid in there. Yeah,
but here's
really
the
helps
thing.
you sleep.
Here's what you got me at, okay? I am not a soup person, and this is different. I know it's not a soup, right? But you put it in a cup. And it's like a cup of coffee, right? Because if you give it to me in a bowl and you tell me I have to eat it with a spoon, I'm not going to do it. But you make it in a little coffee cup, now I'm interested.
Yeah, thanks for noticing. I mean, that was kind of the cool thing. It's like this old world thing made new again by the vessel you put it in, right? And the flavors that you added. So it's like the customers are like, what is this? I don't understand. And it's like, oh, it's this thing that's been around for 1,000 years, really.
Okay. So which ones did you bring? Oh, this one that we're trying right now is delicious.
This is, that's our signature broth, named after Hearth, our restaurant in the East Village. But this is the tom yum, and this has coconut, lemongrass, and lime. It's really quite tasty, and you could, you know, the aromatics coming off of it are amazing.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, it smells so good.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one. I'm going to say that's the one every time I try one.
That's the one. What's this one?
And then try another one. This is the deeply rooted.
This is amazing.
Oh my gosh, that's delicious.
Fresh ginger juice and fresh grated turmeric. And you know, we ship these now on Brodo.com, so we ship them right to your door. And people,
Wonderful.
you know, once they get them, they use them a lot. I mean, it's really nice to have in your kitchen too for cooking. I mean, we're talking about it as a beverage,
That's what I'm gonna
but
ask
it's
you.
the core of a chef kitchen forever, right? Like, you can't do anything in a kitchen without good broth. So this leads to all kinds of soups, risottos, stews.
Ooh, good risotto.
You know, and then to have the flavor. So if you cook a piece of chicken and you deglaze the pan with, you know, the Tuscan sun, you really have a flavorful sauce like very quickly, and again, like full of nutrition.
So at Brodo, are you incorporating more than just the broths? Are you serving more than just that, or are you just broth?
We have 4 base broths, right? We have a veggie broth, no meat, hearth broth, beef broth, and chicken broth, and then we have a long list of flavor profiles, kind of longer than these 8, and then we buzz them in. You could also buzz fat into them, which is really nice because it adds calories and it adds richness, and they kind of foam up the way a cappuccino foams up.
Oh, wow.
So it's a little more filling.
Yeah, more filling, exactly. You get more calories that way. And we do a few sippable soups as well. And we sell frozen quarts for people at home. And then obviously we sell these too, which are a little bit more convenient. You could take them with you.
This
you know,
is
you
so
just
delicious.
dump it into a cup and nuke it for 60 seconds and you have something.
This is wonderful.
Yeah, quite delicious. So
Genius.
What was the last one again? This one's so good.
Deeply rooted.
Deeply rooted.
Turmeric and ginger.
Yeah, I like this.
Delicious.
Yeah.
And where are your locations again?
So we have the original Brodo window is on 1st Avenue and 12th Street, just south of here. And it's connected to Hearth, which is my restaurant, which we are celebrating 21 years this year.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So it's been great fun.
Otherwise, purchase it at Brodo.com.